This animal has enough poison to kill 20 people with just one bite. This is the smallest jellyfish that, if detected in the area designated for swimmers, will forbid anyone from entering the water. Don't swipe or click away because here are the top 10 most dangerous animals you should never touch. Number 10. Kissing bugs. Don't let the name fool you, these little creepy crawlies wander in the night and are looking for vertebrate blood. You could say that they're the vampires of the insect world. There are about 130 different subspecies, and they're the most popular in the Americas, and sometimes they can be even found in Asia, Africa, and Australia. They live in the same rooms as humans, but are hiding during the day. Come nighttime, the kissing bugs come out to play because they have evolved to sense hot air, carbon dioxide, and ammonia. They are drawn to the sleeping individual. Because we all sleep in pajamas, the only place they can find uncovered and easily accessible is the head. The bug will then bite the lip of the sleeping individual in the search for blood. Their bite is really mild, and most victims don't even notice it. The only potential telltale sign might be some redness in the lips the next morning, but even that's barely noticeable. For the most sensitive individuals, they're known to cause anaphylaxis, an allergic reaction that could result in death, and of course, they're the main cause of Chagas disease in the region between southern US and northern Argentina. Number 9. Brazilian wandering spider. With a leg span of 6 inches, about 15 centimeters, and a body of about 2 inches, of about 5 centimeters, this spider has been considered the deadliest in the world by the Guinness Book of World Records. Now, some arachnologists think that this is widely debatable as the venom injected in each bite varies every time. Okay, there's one thing that scared us about the Brazilian wandering spider. It's not the fact that they hunt too at night, it's not even the fact that they don't build webs, but actually wanted the forest floor at night hunting for prey. No, what scared us the most was the fact that these spiders have been known to eat small lizards and mice. Did you hear that? These spiders eat mice. They're considered highly aggressive. However, some would say that it's just a defense mechanism, but if everything tips them off, then it's not really our fault. They're often found in the garages of houses and bite humans when they approach. The bite will cause a lot of pain for the initial 30 minutes, and then that's followed by intense pain, nausea, blurriness, and sweating, and in some cases, death. This is why it's advised the victim call for medical help immediately. Fun fact, the toxins have been known to cause a very long and painful erection to human males, so that's an additional warning. Number 8. Tarantula Hawk. Okay, where's the freaking rocket ship? We want off this planet. Spider grew wings. They actually grew freaking wings. Hold your horses, buckaroo. This is just a spider wasp that preys on tarantulas, meaning as soon as it sees a tarantula, this guy thinks, lunch. Well, the larvae say that. The females only catch the tarantulas. In fact, they have a very interesting feeding mechanism. The mother tarantula hawk would sting the spider in between the legs and paralyze it, then she would take it to the burrow and lay only one egg on top of it. Once the egg hatches, the larva digs inside the tarantula's body and it feeds off of the spider until it pupates. Escape is inevitable as the burrow is closed and the larvae tend to avoid the vital organs, so they could keep them alive for as long as possible. Imagine being locked in a room with a parasite inside of you. There's no way out, and the parasite makes sure to keep you alive as long as it possibly can to make you suffer even more. Jesus! The sting is very powerful, so you should avoid them at all costs. Number 7. Irukandji jellyfish. This is one of the smallest but also one of the deadliest jellyfish in the world. They're extremely venomous, and the fact that there's only 1 cubic centimeter in size makes them practically invisible in the water. And of course, they're found in Australia. They're known to fire their stingers to the victim and then cause a condition known as Irukandji syndrome. If not treated immediately, this syndrome can become dangerous. So this is why they're constantly testing the waters for these little jellyfish. If they so much catch a single one, all the swimmers are asked to evacuate the beach and not get into the water. Number 6. Bullet ant. These are some of the largest ants in the world, and their bite has managed to score a level 4 on the Schmidt Pain Index, the highest pain level imaginable. But this is nothing when you consider that there are tribes in South America who capture these ants and are part of the ritual for manhood. The teenage boy has to wear a glove filled with these things and dance for an extended period of time, shaking the ants inside, which would cause them to bite. Now, if the individual faints, which is not uncommon given the pain caused by a single bite, then he's not considered a man and will not get a bride. Talk about high standards. Number 5. Lenomia obliqua. The Guinness Book of World Record named it the most venomous caterpillar in the world. Now, you might think that the moth would be more popular, but this time it's the caterpillar that we're interested in. And the reason is that it smashed that like button just like you should do if you haven't done so already. But no, in all seriousness, because of all those little spikes on its skin. They're known as urticating bristles, and they inject deadly venom into their victim. Now, one won't do you any harm, but 20 or 30 are more than enough to kill you, which can very easily be achieved if the caterpillar is touched or picked up. Number 4. Box jellyfish. Australia is back at it again, and this time it's a giant jellyfish that's capable of taking down a human within seconds, with its tentacles reaching 10 feet or 3 meters. It's precisely its size that's dangerous. The length of these tentacles has millions of cnidocytes. They are the things that release the venom to anyone who comes into contact. And because the toxins inside it are so powerful, the only way to escape it is by avoiding the sting altogether. Victims report having stripes on their skin as if someone slashed their body with a burning whip, and if the covered area is big enough, death can result within 2 to 5 minutes. Top 3. Number 3. Poison dart frogs. Don't let cute fool you on our list. These things have that distinct coloration on them for one reason and one reason only: to alert predators. They can't attack and they won't attack. In fact, they're really trying to avoid contact with other animals and humans as much as possible, which is why they're so fast. They sit in front of their burrow when hunting for flies and other small insects, and as soon as someone approaches, they bury themselves to safety. Holding one won't cause any poisoning, but you'll have to wash your hands immediately after. Oh, and don't you dare lick it. Number 2. Japanese Giant Hornet. These things have grown in popularity recently, and it's mainly because of their large size. About 10 of them are more than capable of killing an entire bee colony just so they could get to the larvae. Oh, and they're famous for attacking humans. Mainly their hives are located underground, so an unaware worker will usually rock up to their hive when plowing the field and then get ambushed by hundreds if not thousands of giant hornets. One sting is not even on the same level as the bite of a bullet ant, and hundreds of them will not only cause swelling, but also result in death. Number 1. Blue-ringed octopus. This girl found a blue-ringed octopus in the sea, and her first instinct was to pick it up. She posted the video on social media, and you can see the friends passing it around. Little did they know, one wrong move and this so-called cute encounter could have ended tragically. As you already saw, this little guy is very small. It can grow anywhere between 5 and 8 inches or 12 to 20 centimeters. They can be found in the Pacific and Indian Oceans, and they can span from Australia to Japan. They have yellow skin, and they have these very striking blue and black rings across the yellow skin, which make them so distinctive. They're not dangerous if not provoked. You don't see them often because they spend their lives hiding in little rock crevices, and they only come out when they need to feast on shrimp or little crabs. If you find one, stay away. Even though they might seem small, these guys carry enough tetrodotoxin mixed with other toxins inside of them to kill 26 grown-ups in minutes. All it takes is one bite, and that's it. If bitten, the toxins paralyze the diaphragm and the victim dies of suffocation. Because the venom is so potent, the victim has only a few minutes to seek help. However, we all know that an ambulance with the right antivenom won't come to the victim's rescue in 3 minutes, so most of the bites end up fatally. If you enjoyed this video, you'll like the next one. This is Koala with quality content. See you soon.